Hey, good evening. Good evening. We got the Let's Talk here. It's Monday night, and it's a little bit earlier than we're usually on. And we're here. We're here behind the scenes today because we're all in a little discombobulated. We're actually um, Dwayne is traveling. Traveling Mercy's on his way back home, and Keisha is enjoying this beautiful weather outside, and I'm at the crib. And tonight is a special time as we go over The Shy, episode 8 of season 5. And what's up, y'all?
What's going on?
I don't know. Beautiful day. It's not as hot. It's a little nice out there as far as the cool air. But Dwayne, you usually do your walks. Did you do a good walk today?
Yeah, I got three in down here in the DMV. Yes, sir.
Okay. What's going on, Keisha?
Nothing, just out here. Glad it's not hot. It's balls.
Uh, well, season 5, episode 8. Let's discuss, you guys. How did you guys feel about this episode? Both of y'all
Ladies
speak.
first.
Oh, go
Ladies.
ahead, Keisha.
Oh, y'all want me to go first?
Yeah.
I it was better. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. The Tiff stuff was predictable. We knew she was going to hit on Emmett. I think they kept with the progression of Emmett for him not falling for it. His parents getting engaged or the father asking the mother to marry him. I thought that was appropriate. Um, I don't know how I feel about Shad and Victor and these women. Um, because I thought Victor's girl was in the what's her name, Rosalind.
Yeah.
Um, I think I'm liking the Jim and Jake. I think a lot of people are saying that Jake is not a good actor, but his facial expressions is working for me. So overall, I pretty much liked it. What did you guys think?
I don't know why I'm getting an echo from your tablet, Wayne.
I'll exit out and come back.
All right. Well, I thought the episode was good. I really thought they needed to come with a good episode because I know that the last 3 episodes been really bad, and it's funny that they came back with this episode knowing that they're going to be off next week. So, like I said, I think the Tiff thing. I just think that they wore that out too much. They played it when you go back, and Keisha, you've always been an Emmett and Tiff fan, Emmett and Keisha fan. You just wasted 3 seasons for them to finally find their way back home, I guess. And you could see that Tiff in the beginning, it played out that she was basically just going through trying to figure it out. She never didn't love Emmett. She just wanted to figure out what she really wanted, and now she basically went there trying to seduce him to having sex. And I'm glad that they didn't write in the scene that he was going to fall for that so quickly. And I hope that he don't fall for it. I think that Tiff didn't realize that Emmett had already changed prior to Keisha. He had changed for Tiff. With being honest with her,
Yeah,
I do
because
think,
remember he took her on that date on the back of what's that movie that I hate? But he took her on the back of the motorcycle.
yeah, the whole Love Jones thing.
Yeah, Love
You know,
Jones.
and I
I'm not
think that,
into that poetry, dirty
I, th-
backpacker type stuff.
I think that whole s- scene stuff was good. Um, I really just I thought it was kind of cute that Darnell asked Emmett for the blessings of his mother. Because he, like he said, you've been in your mother's life more than any other man. I think that the Darnell Jada story has been the biggest story of the season. I didn't understand bringing even showing Nina and Dre. I know it was a Valentine's Day theme and everybody had on either red, pink, or white. I get it, and they were showing because the theme of the season was black love. But I really don't, and Dwayne has said it before. I don't get the purpose of Nina and Dre anymore. Like 1 minute, episode 4 or 5, they left us with the girl was looking for a family to live, and they haven't came back to the story. And when you show her again, now you got Bakari liking her, sending her a card for Valentine's Day. I just find it this odd. Um, the writers continue to be all over the place. I think the actors are knocking it out of the park for their roles. Even the
I
whole thing with
mean,
Craig.
I don't think that Dre will forgive Nina for this cheating so easily.
Mm. Well, I
So,
think Keisha. That's the thing that's crazy is you having them going to counseling or whatever, but you never said that Dre. You never even showed Dre upset about it. She told her, and that was it of season 4, and that was it. It's never been no reaction. So I think it's been kind of cheesy in that aspect. What's up, Wayne?
Well, nothing much. I mean, I thought it was a good episode. Um, Again, was happy about the growth of Emmett, not falling for that. I think Tiff is going down a road that's not going to be good. Um, but you could tell how the two of them was thinking because they used the same line. And if in this episode, if you pay attention, when Darnell first went to Emmett and was looking for like his blessings, Emmett made the line, "People don't change."
Mm-hmm.
And then when Keisha had the conversation with Tiff about Emmett, Tiff's same line was, "People don't change." So you could see the real hurt in her face when Emmett turned her down. It was like, oh, he really has changed. And
Mm-hmm.
for her, people don't change. So, but it's just odd. You see her when she go to her meeting with Keisha. She got her white top on with some white pants. And she made sure when she went to see Emmett, she took them pants off and just came up in there with the top on. And Emmett showed growth. It's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic of Darnell telling Emmett like you gotta tell her, and he like I do. Like for him, he's gonna be telling about something he didn't do, which is different for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the whole Dre and Nina, they brought him back this week to set up for next week. You see that in the foreshadowing where she's accusing Kev of selling drugs because he had that money from those gaming contests or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So they set that up. You got 2 more episodes, and I just think they didn't do enough as far as, and I sound like a broken record, the Q character. You brought him back, and you're really not using him.
or
You had
Duda. Where's Duda?
that too. You had
Yeah.
Lala. You just threw her in one scene this year. Just threw her in one scene. That's the only thing she gonna do. Um, I think Gemma and Jake. I think as her being a young actress and him being a young actor, I think they both are doing a very, very good job these last few episodes. And it wasn't one of those episodes that you said, wow. It wasn't one of those episodes where you were like, oh man, that was trash.
Mm-hmm.
It was a decent middle type episode with 2 to go.
Yeah, Dwayne. I
And
don't know if you had
where's
heard me when I,
Peaches? Because I feel like if she heard anything that was going on with Jake,
she would have been
she
there.
would have reached out.
Yeah, she would have been there. Dwayne, I don't know if you had heard me while you were switching from your phone to your tablet. I had mentioned that they actually not going to be on next week. They're taking a week off, which is odd after the 8th episode. So when they do come back, they're going to come back with 9 and 10. I don't know if they're going to do 9 and 10 the same night, but I know next week they're not going to be on, which I thought
Okay.
was odd so late in the season. And really, right now, what you have for those that watch the Sunday night lineups for these networks, you have these networks competing for that 9 o'clock and that 10 o'clock space, and the Shy and having the Shy and City on the Hill back to back the last couple of weeks. I'm quite sure it has helped their ratings. But even going against now, they're going to be going against Raising Canaan for the next couple of weeks until they're done. I thought it was interesting that they would do that, but I
I think the reason they did it is stretch it out to the holiday weekend
oh yeah,
to
yeah,
have the season finale be, Labor Day weekend, which is usually the start of the all the network shows and what have you.
that week, right? Yeah, yeah. So I really like I said, I like it's been so bad, for lack of better words, the last couple episodes, that this episode, like I said, in my opinion, was decent. It was a good enough episode where I didn't look to y'all and be like, "Yo, I'm on fumes, yo. I'm sputtering to the finish line." I didn't say that. I actually caught Dwayne because he was traveling, and I got a chance to watch it before he did because I know he'll usually watch it on Friday. Um,
Yeah, I thought episodes 4, 5, and 6 were pretty bad. I liked episode 7, and then this episode 8 wasn't bad. I just think at 4, 5, and 6 they just did a bad job
Well,
there.
5 I gave a 0.
Right, and I
6
think I gave 6 a 0. Well, I may have gave 4 a 0. One of them.
yeah,
6 was, I had some things going on when 6 came, so I missed the review show. 6 was okay. I'm not mad at episode 7. I thought it was an
Yeah,
appropriate
you mean
episode.
Keisha? You mean episode 8? You had something going on episode 7. This was 8.
Okay, so 6 I gave a 0 and I missed
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
Well, damn it, I thought this was the season finale, so I'm all over the place.
Well, that's all right. Like I told y'all, man, these episodes and what they've done with the Shy and Dwayne, I think you or Keisha definitely picked up on it before I did with the resetting of the show. I think they did a decent enough job to reset the show, but it has basically been more of a family show this season. So I think them talking about black love, and now, like you said, when you see the coming attractions of them accusing Kevin of doing something, when you look at Kevin's character and Emmett's character, because they're the main characters, it's time for Kevin to go through his changes. And even in the previews, we saw where Papa was confronting Jake like, "Yo, y'all ain't been there for me." So I think that unfortunately, it's going to start getting the storylines are going to pick up.
but I think it's realistic though. Like I can think
Yeah,
back when I was a kid. If I bought something in that house that my mother and father didn't buy, oh, they was questioning it. Where you get that
yeah,
from? Who
yeah.
bought that for you? Like so, as a parent, you are gonna question those situations. So you going through his drawer and you see a big wad of money and money like that, she thinking, he doing something illegal,
Hmm.
but they so caught up in their relationship thing that they're not really even paying attention, like really what's going on with Kev or
Yeah.
Lene. Like now that storyline they did drop, and I don't like that they dropped that so quick because is she with y'all? Is she in limbo? Like Nina was like she didn't know if she wanted her living with them. So it's a lot that goes on with that. Like it's crazy this episode this year too. They really ain't have a role for Papa. Like
Hmm.
just really he
I
it was
still
a
don't like what they're doing with Papa. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
It was a lost season for him as a character. And he was one of those feel good characters that made you laugh and all that, and they just didn't do anything with him this year.
It goes back to the episode I was talking about before with Papa, where he basically the whole episode he seemed like he was an extra, a glorified extra during the episode. And that episode always bothered me because he never said nothing. It's like him as an actor was in like a trance or something during the whole episode. So, but other than that, like I said, we don't really have to prolong it. I mean, I'll jump out the window with my ratings. I'm gonna give this rating a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. That's all I can give it is a 6, you guys.
Yeah, I'm willing to give it a 7. I mean, I was very happy, like I said, that Emmett stood strong. I was very happy that Keisha stood by him and was like, nah, he's changed. And, you know, it's gonna be Tiff ass gonna be back in that room with them B2K posters because she got a good dude in Rob, man, and he been patient with her, but his patience level is waning, man. Like she
And
only
it
want
should be, and it should.
yeah,
His patience should be waning.
yeah.
Unfortunately, the actor who plays Rob, I hope that Amon didn't mess it up for himself. I know that most people will say that Amon Shepard allegedly got caught with marijuana. He plays Rob. Oh, I know a lot of people feel like, oh, it's just weed, but it's still illegal. And I hope he didn't mess it up because actually, Amon Shumpert surprised me. He can really act, and I think that he's done a good job in the shot. He's one of the surprises of the episode, and he really plays the role well.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. He's done a really, really good job.
And if they do decide to get rid of the Rob character, just recast it. Just don't
Uh,
have him in and out.
I don't think that's something that's gonna preclude him from being on the show going.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that's big enough. When you look at some of the things, and say rest in peace for sure, but you look at the thing with Anne Heche and all that stuff. There's a lot more stuff going on other than somebody getting a marijuana charge. Hell,
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson started a football game and he got 25 cases against himself. So I think in this day and age, they'll overlook something like that. I
Hmm.
think Amon has done a very, very good job. Um, I didn't understand, and I think I heard Keisha speak on it a little bit before I had to drop off. I don't understand the whole Rashard sleeping with Rosalind's girlfriend,
Yeah, that didn't make much sense.
and
I,
you
I
you had him step up and really speak so strongly about this woman to the parents to come back the next episode and him telling another woman she looked good enough to eat. Any woman's gonna be pissed off if they hear their man saying that to another woman. And like,
mhm.
come on, man, he was very considerate and courteous of her. And then all of a sudden, y'all gonna have him do something like that. That was my biggest problem with episode 8, how they made that pivot.
Yeah,
Because you started feeling good for Rashad. You felt like he was growing and look at what he's doing. And got a lady that, loves him, even though she tried to hide who he was to her people. Still, people do that. And I just don't understand this episode, them having him go down that road.
Dwayne. One of the things that we had said before, and Keisha always jumped on it when we talk about other seasons within this um, shy review is the fact of them bringing up and raising characters and then like knocking them off the pedestal. It's like you raise the character up. With Rashad, you raise him up. He's always been loyal to, as he would say, Joe. He's always been loyal to Vic in anything that he's want to do. He's never questioned him. He's always been a friend. And then like you telling him, you really Rashad's character, you could see him saying something dumb like that, and it was every right for his woman to be mad when he said it. And then he would. I don't think the way that his character was going, he would have fell victim to this girl coming down. So she came in the basement, he'd just been like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. I don't think it would have been that easy for the way that his character's going. So it's me. Are they gonna have him and Trig beefing now? Like, why bring this type of situation into episode 8? We only got 2 more to go. What could possibly happen at the end? Would they start fighting going into the cliffhanger?
Well, what is going to happen with Shad and Victor?
This is what I'm saying. Something
Because Victor is acting like he liking this girl a little bit.
and even with that, Keisha, they made Victor the last 6, 7 episodes of this season. They made him confused. He was never a confused cat about anything that he's done. Now all of a sudden they making him confused. Now
Yeah,
all of
they
a sudden they
made Victor confused. And to me, Victor wasn't confused in the beginning episode. It was like he liked women and he saw, what was that girl name? He saw her as a woman.
yeah.
So now the only kind of woman he likes is a transgender woman, or does he like the correct term is a cis woman also? Because if he just likes transgender, like I don't understand what messaging Lena's trying to portray with the Vic
Hmm.
character.
Yeah, it just seemed a little. It just seemed a little odd, a little off. What are y'all doing here? What's going on? But Keisha, do you have a rating for us? Nicole gave it a 7. You guys.
Oh, my rating. Y'all know I don't be giving them no good ratings. I'm gonna give a 6.25 between the last two episodes combined.
A combined. So
Yeah,
last
they
week
ain't
I
got
don't know.
no good. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Keep go ahead, Keisha.
I ain't grading on no curve. It's a 6.25. I expect more out of our programming, and I want to see more.
Yeah,
But it was a decent episode.
Nicole, you asked why would they fight? The relationship is a show. Well, you're right. The relationship is a show, Nicole. But if you look at it, Trig is the way that they made Victor's character is he's very consumed about his public image. This is why he questioned Jake about Gemma being pregnant. So if it comes out that his best friend is sleeping with this girl, he may say something. So you don't know where Rashad's gonna go. Sometimes people, he's getting his Instagram likes up, he's getting his views with the girl. Um, the girl is basically open season because she was messing with Rosalind one time, and so support game 2022 said this show needs to end already. Well, we respect your honesty. Supporting game 2022. I mean, you're definitely entitled to your opinion, and as somebody who watches the show, I hope that Lena Waithe and the rest of the writers for the Shy considers their fan base, because most of their fan base have been watching since the beginning. But, make sure you guys hit the like button for our show. It allows the algorithm to promote the show and promote the channel. So make sure you guys hit the like button. Um, Dwayne, did you give it a rating?
Yeah, I gave it a 7.
Okay, 7. So you guys, we ain't gonna be on too long. We're gonna close the show. We got other business to take care of. Support gaming since you're viewing. If you're still viewing, you could tell us what's your rating of the show if you want to tell us from a scale of 1 to 10. I just want this show to be better. It hasn't been the same since 3. It hasn't been the same since 2. But we definitely respect what you're
I
saying.
think I think the person's talking about episode 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. So with that, we guys, we're gonna close the show. We got another show coming right behind this. We're gonna take a break for about 10 minutes, and you'll get the alert for our next show coming up. Where we review Raising Canaan. We had to separate the shows because of supporting gaming gave it a 7, Dwayne. Yeah,
Yeah,
so we had to separate the shows because we didn't want the shows to run over and do the crazy stuff that it does with YouTube with the algorithm and such. So, but appreciate you guys for joining us. Like I said, we're here. We're here behind the scenes, behind the banner that's on the screen, and appreciate you guys for joining us this week. Remember, like, share, subscribe. The best way to support the channel is to support. Take care and have a blessed night.
Good night.